Well, hi, dancers. It's BJ from Irish Seams. I am here at our store in Boonesboro, Maryland. I'm just finishing pricing some buckles, and I thought I'd show you guys how to put them on a pair of hard shoes because that is a common question. So let's get into that first, and then I can give you some news for the week. This is the week of May 7th, Tuesday, May 7th. So if you want to put these buckles onto these shoes, this is how they're worn right here. And if you're going to tape your shoes, you could put them a little lower like this, where you have an eyelet at the top. And if you don't tape your shoes, it's better to put them a little higher because that way they don't rub on the shoes so much. So let's just get into it. If you notice on the back of the buckle, there is this bar here. And our buckles, you can tell our buckles because it is not sharp. If you feel this here, it's not sharp. There are some other vendors. I don't know where they get their buckle blanks, but this edge is sharp. And if you get them and feel the buckle and it's sharp, you want to make sure you tape that sharp edge. Or better yet, buy them from us. They're not sharp. But even still, even if they're not sharp like ours, that still does create more friction on your shoelaces. And so while it's always good to have an extra pair of shoelaces in your bag, just in case of an emergency, it's especially important if you're wearing buckles on your shoes. So let's do this. This is my little hack. I unlace the shoes. You'll see Rick and I doing this, Rick and me doing this at the Fesh. Sometimes in a huge rush if a dancer is getting ready to go on stage and in a panic because of their shoes. So I'm going to put these kind of low. Most of the dancers now tape their shoes at least at the champ level. So we're just going to assume that this is for a dancer that's taping their shoes, and we're going to put it low. So first I'm taking the laces unlaced all the way except the bottom two eyelets, and then I'm making sure that they're even. And then the way I do it is, if you notice, this buckle is concave at the bottom. So you cannot put this eaglet, this plastic coated piece of the lace, straight through. Do you see that? It's not going to go very easily without breaking that plastic, and then it's kind of ruins your lace. Because of the shape. So what you want to do is you want to go at an angle. So what I do is I unlace the shoe to the last eyelet or the second eyelet, and then I lay the buckle face down on the front of the shoe. This is called the ramp of the shoe. So I lay it there, and then I put the lace from one side to the other at an angle going from back to front, and I pull it straight up, and then I kind of pull it back a little bit so it's up against the end of that bracket, of that bar. And then I take the lace from the other side and I push it down in from back to front so it's at an angle, comes straight through. Oops, sorry, I'm leaning on a thing with wheels. That's not the smartest thing. Then I've got the two laces. Then I'm going to take it into the next eyelet. So there you go. And then this one goes into this eyelet. So I'm crisscrossing the lace just like you would if you are if you're lacing the shoe without a buckle, except I'm going through the buckle bracket now, or the bar. The thing, you could just do it like this, but I would caution you not to, because if you put it through only one crisscross, then your buckle will tend to spin. And while that would be kind of cool if you could get it on a schedule that it would spin at a certain rate, I'm sure that would be distracting, and it's not possible. So you would be dancing with the buckle askew, and that's distracting. So you want to take the lace again and go the same way from the back to the front, pull it up against that bar. You're making sure that your laces are not getting tangled in through here. You don't want it to be a knot. You need it to be able to glide through there easily and unencumbered. So then I've gone through again, and now I'm going back through the third eyelet. Whoops, I'm up in my shoe here. And then I'm going back through the third eyelet on this side. This is a lot faster in real time. I'm just going slow so you can see it. And then I'm finished. I don't need to go through again. I've gone through twice. Then I would just go over through the top eyelet and through the top eyelet again. Now here's where it gets tricky. I could just take this and yank it as hard as I can, and that would work most of the time, but you run the risk of snapping. These are just spot welds here where this bar is hooked to the buckle back, and it's a spot weld, and they're pretty sturdy, but every now and then you get one that is not quite as sturdy, and if you yank on it like that, you risk breaking the integrity of that weld and breaking that buckle. And if that happens to you, bring it back to us at AFESH, and we will trade them with you, or you can mail them to us, or you can call us or email us and tell us, and we'll send you a new pair and then collect the old pair at AFESH. But we will replace those buckles, but it's best if you just don't yank them like that. It doesn't do any good. All it does is tighten these prematurely, and then it puts extra strain on those welds. So now that you've got the shoe like this, so it looks kind of funny, but it's laced through the buckle and up through the shoe. Then what you're going to do is flip the buckle up so that it's resting on the shoe the way it belongs. Reach underneath and grab the opposite sides of the lace, and you're just going to gently pull it. You don't want it too tight yet because there's no foot in there yet. So you're going to pull it gently to get all of that excess. And this is hard for me to show you what I'm doing, but hopefully you can see it. And you're going to pull all the excess lace out, so it's just a little bit of enough of a little bit of lace in there so that you can pull it up and they can get their foot in there. And so then you can still, loosen it this way so the dancer can put their foot in there. Remember, it's important for you dancers to use a shoehorn, especially here, because you are not going to easily probably open it as wide, and you don't want to crush the back of the shoe, because like I tell everybody when they get new shoes, once you break this, it cannot be fixed. Excuse me. Okay, so that's it. Your buckle is on, and then all you do is position it where you want. Once you get your foot in there, pull it really tight here, pull it really tight here, tie it and stick it however you do your shoes. My daughter used to stick them back in the side of her shoe, but however you get rid of your shoes, and then the buckle's on there nice and firm. It's not going anywhere. See, it's not. I'm going to shake the buckle, the shoe, and the buckle is not loose. It's not flopping around. It's not looking sloppy or distracting. Now, a lot of dancers will ask us, who can get buckles? That, my friends, is a question for your dance teacher, and it's going to vary because some schools have rules that you have to earn your buckles. So you may have to get to a certain level or earn a certain first, second, or third place in a certain dance, and that is going to depend on the school. Some schools have rules that it doesn't matter. You could have all first place, but until the teacher gives you the go-ahead, then you're not allowed to wear buckles, and maybe you may be one of the dancers that can't wear buckles. I would say don't get mad. The teacher's not picking on you. The reason for their decision, his or her decision, is that the buckle draws attention to your foot because it's sparkly and it's up there. You're dancing around and it is shining and it's catching the judge's eye. That is great if you have good turnout. But if your foot placement is lacking or leaves something to be desired, the last thing you want to do is draw attention to your foot. So I would say ask your teacher and then just accept the answer they give you. They are trying to help you. They want you to do your best out there, and they want you to look good for your sake and for the school's sake. So don't be mad if they say you can't wear buckles. But if you can wear buckles, now you know how to put them on. We have a great selection of buckles, and we also make custom buckles. If you find a buckle on our website that you really like, but your dress is a different color, or you would like, something a little bit more creative and unique to you, then just email us. We have people email us pictures of their dress and say, can you make a custom buckle that will match this? Some people say, I would like the full color buckles, but these two colors, or I would like your Rocky Road buckles, which I think are Rocky Road and Ombre are my two favorite. I think they're our two most unique buckles. and tell us what colors you want, and then Nikki, our bling artist, will come up with a great creation. She's done red roses on a field of green. She's done bows. She's done just swirls. She's done all kinds of creative things, and they've always been beautiful. So if you would like custom buckles, or you just want a certain buckle that you haven't seen on our table, just email me, bj@irishseams.com or info@irishseams.com, and ask, and that's all you have to do. So the news for the week, this is the week of May 7th, and this week we are headed to the Queen City Fesh. So we will be in town during the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be out of town, traveling to and from and being at the Fesh. And we'll have our shoes, our wigs, everything that we will have there with us. The new bunny backpacks will be in stock. The regular bunnies are in stock. We've gotten a lot of bling in stock. We have the new Essential Jig hard shoes in stock if you want to try them. I'm hoping that we have the Feather Flex in stock by then. That's the new high-end hard shoe that we're carrying from Pacelli and Hulliken. So come by and see us if you're there at the Queen City Fesh. It'll be a lot of fun, and we'll have a lot of new things for you to see. Monday and Tuesday, I'll be in town, but I'll be doing errands and busy doing things around the shop and around the house. If you want to come for shoes, just email me, call me, or text me for an appointment on Monday or Tuesday. I'll be happy to get you in. Wednesday and Thursday, the shop will be open from noon to 7. If you want to order something for pickup at the Cincinnati Fesh, you need to order by noon on Thursday, because we load the van after lunch, usually around 1 or 2, but I need time to pull orders and get them out of the way so they don't accidentally get packed. So if you want to grab and go order for the Queen City Fesh, you need to order by Thursday at noon. You need to select pickup. You'll get a little message saying it's going to be available for pickup in our shop. Ignore that when you're checking out, and you'll get a chance to write a note or a comment. Then you want to just say pick up at Queen City Fesh. And if you are not going to be there, but you want a friend to pick it up, just say pick up by Mary Smith or whatever your friend's name is at the Queen City Fesh, or pick up by friend or whatever, so we know that somebody else will be picking it up. It's really simple to do. The following week, we will have the same schedule. Monday and Tuesday, we're available by appointments. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we're open noon to 7. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be out of town. But the following week, we'll be going to the Conic Spring and Conic Fall Fesh. I think it's in Greensboro. I'm pretty sure it's in Greensboro. Maybe Charlotte. You just have to Google it. I'm pretty sure I'll find out when I'm headed there. That's when I find out where I'm going. Same thing. You want grab and go for that. You can order it anytime you want, all the way up to Thursday, of the Thursday before the Fesh. I think it's like the 15th or something, and by noon. If you want a special pair of shoes, for instance, we have people asking for Rutherford wides. We can get them. We don't stock them. We stock the regular Rutherfords. It's just because we have too many. We don't get a lot of demand for Rutherford wides, so we just have to stock what we get the most demand for. So if you want us to bring them to either of those Fesh, or to any Fesh, or to have them in the store for you to come and try them on, we are happy to do so. You just need to let us know. And keep in mind, it takes best case 2 days for us to get the shoes. It can take up to 10 days if for some reason they're not in stock at the manufacturer, or if they just got the uppers in and they're still putting the tips and the heels on, because that's done at Rutherford's and Bays in New York. Both put the tips and the heels on here in the States. So if they don't have that particular size you want in stock, then it may take a couple more days. Generally 10 days is the longest though. And then Hulliken, definitely I would count on 10 days. If we hit every wicket just perfect, if I get the order in the night before and the next morning they ship it right away and it hits every wicket with shipping and customs, I can sometimes get it in 4 or 5 days, but generally anything from Pacelli or Hulliken's, I'm going to be waiting 7 to 10 days to get, just because of the shipping. So that is really all the news I have for you this week. We will have a new article coming out soon about how to register for FESH. So if you are new to feshing, I think that's what the article is. I may be wrong. I may be telling you wrong. It might be a different. We have a couple articles in the works, and I can't remember which one's coming. But you will see a new article soon, and you'll see it posted on our Facebook page. So with that, I would say I hope you all have a great week. I hope we see you on the FESH trail. And if you're at FESH and we're there, please come by and say hi. You don't have to buy anything. We just enjoy saying hello. Of course, we're not going to turn you away if you want to buy something. That's why we're there. But we would just love for you to come up and say hello. Thanks. Bye. See you on the FESH trail.